why. We all ask why we should work this hard, why take that many classes, why go to school that many years, why take the notes, why read the books, why work that hard, why put yourself through the push-ups and the disciplines, why? Good question, why? Best answer to why, I think, is the second question. Why not? Why not see how many books you can read, how many classes you can take, how many skills you can develop? Why not see how valuable you can become to the marketplace, to your friends, and to your family? Why not see what you can make of yourself? Why not see how far you can go, how much you can see, how much you can earn, how much you can share? Why not? That's the heritage all of us have, in America especially, is to see what we can make out of our lives now that we've been given this extraordinary opportunity. Whatever you don't use, you lose. If you tie your arm to your body, leave it there long enough, you'll never use it again. It's over for the arm. Now, it may not be over, but it's over for the arm. The only way to keep the use of this arm is what? Keep using it. If you quit, you lose automatically. Now, the same thing that goes for your arm goes for your brain, mentality. The same thing goes for all the human virtues. Ambition, unused, declines. Strong feelings, unused, diminish. It doesn't grow, it diminishes. Faith, unused, decreases. It's a law. Vitality, unused, diminishes. Energy, unused, decreases. Let me just quickly give you a list of 4 emotions that can change your life in one day. Emotions are powerful. Sometimes it doesn't take much to alter your whole life direction. Okay, here they are. Number 1, disgust. Powerful emotion. Disgust says, I have had it. See, that could be the day. The day you can say, I've had it. And whether you've had it with something small or something major, the day you can say, I've had it, may not be the day it ends, but the day it begins. That's what I said when that little Girl Scout left my door when I'm 25. I give her the big lie, she leaves, I say, I don't want to live like this anymore. I've had it with lying and being broke. Starting tomorrow, what are you going to do that'll make a change in your life's direction? Good question. What are you going to do starting tomorrow that'll make a difference? Now see, if you don't do something starting tomorrow that'll make a difference, guess what? It's gonna be the same. And see, that way you can guess what the next 5 years are gonna be like. Look at the last 5. Because the next 5 are gonna be like the last 5 unless you, major key, tomorrow, change it all. Or change a little, or change something, or don't change. It's choice time. You can do whatever you want. But it's nice to know any day you wish you can change your whole life. Success is not something you pursue. Success is something you become. We all want to be successful, and success is a recurrent theme in the media. However, have you taken the time to define what success really means to you? What kind of person do you want to become? Here is my personal definition of success. Success is when you work on becoming the best you can become, do what you love, and give your best contribution to the world. What is your definition of success? Success is, too often people seek fame, recognition, and money just to realize after years of hard work that those goals don't bring them real fulfillment, and often they are left feeling empty. You need to take time to determine what success means for you. Don't let society, the media, your family, or your friends define it for you. Only you know what success means to you. Ask yourself, how can I serve people while doing what I love? Think about what you can give, not about what you want to get. As the Bible says, give and it shall be given unto you. What is the meaning of life? Generally, there are 2 types of thinking regarding the meaning of life. We were all born with a specific purpose. We have to give meaning to our life. I like both ideas and I don't know which one is true, but it doesn't really matter. Main characteristics of a great life purpose. Below are some characteristics of a great life purpose that you might want to consider. Timeless. If you could use a time machine and go back in time or into the future, your life purpose would remain the same. Universal. If you were born in a different part of the world, your purpose would still be the same. Inspiring. Your life purpose should be truly inspiring and allow you to unleash your full potential and experience a real sense of fulfillment. When your purpose really resonates within you, what you are doing doesn't really feel like work anymore. Transcend your ego. Most of us work in order to make a living, to gain recognition, or to feel accepted by society. A true life purpose should come from a place of love, not fear. When you have a clear life purpose, you don't act out of fear anymore. Fear of not being good enough, not being worthy, not being smart enough. Although we are unlikely to completely get rid of our ego, we should try to base our actions from a place of love as much as we can, which becomes possible when our ego is under control. Powerful questions to ask yourself. Let me give you several ways that can help you identify your life purpose. How can I leverage my problems? Think about how you can give meaning to your problems and challenges. Rather than complaining about a problem, it is often possible to take advantage of it by seeing the meaning it brings to your life. Viktor Frankl, in his book, Man's Search for Meanings, observed the odd phenomenon during his time in a Nazi concentration camp where individuals that were physically very strong often died long before smaller, skinnier, and weaker individuals simply because the smaller guy had found meaning to his suffering. How can I get paid to do what I love? What is it that you like to do? How can you find a way to make a living out of it? Did you know that the word enthusiasm means God within? It is impossible to be very successful if you don't really love what you do. If you don't follow your passion, you won't be able to keep moving forward after multiple failures. Only a strong why will allow you to keep going, despite the hardships. Having passion will lead to fulfillment, which is real success, not just money or fame. How can I better serve? How can you create more value for society? Stop thinking about what you can get from society. Think about what you want to give to society. If you had all the money and time in the world, what would you do? What do you love so much that you'd pay to do it? Take a pen and a piece of paper and answer the following question. What is my life purpose? Don't overthink, just write whatever comes into your mind. Keep doing it until the sentence you write makes you cry. Don't lose sight of the only thing that matters in life, being happy.
Now let me give you the secret to success. The formula for failure: a few errors in judgment repeated every day for 1 month starts the weakness, starts the disaster process. You can imagine what happens in 6 years. Now here's the formula for success. A few simple disciplines practiced every day. And if you decide today to go for the apple instead of the Hershey bar, I'm telling you, you have begun the process of turning your life around. And if you keep up that process, not only with your health habits, but with your money habits and with your communication habits, with your sales habits and management habits and every other habit that you've got, if you'll start that process, eliminate the errors and replace it with disciplines practiced, I'm telling you, you can start this process of life change immediately.
If you don't design your own life plan, chances are you'll fall into someone else's plan. And guess what they have planned for you? Not much. You can be either the victim or the creator of your life. Which one would you like to be? Many of us fail to realize one very important factor in life. Everything is a matter of choice. You are responsible for all areas of your life. Are you giving your power away? Each time you fail to take responsibility in any area of your life, you give your power away to circumstances and people around you. Each time you play the victim, you disempower yourself and limit your ability to change yourself and move forward.
Not taking responsibility means that you refuse to acknowledge that you have at least some control over most of the things that happen to you. You refuse to look for possibilities to make your life better. Taking responsibility is not always easy because it requires that you tell yourself the truth, that you accept the fact that you may have done something wrong or that you could have done things differently. Emotionally speaking, blaming people or circumstances is much easier than looking within yourself for possible shortcomings and mistakes you might have made. For some reason, it feels more natural to blame people or circumstances. Refusing to take responsibility and letting go of our control gives us a false sense of relief. It also protects our ego. It is always easier to blame others than to change. However, blaming others is a huge impediment to personal growth. You are unlikely to reach your goals in life if you cannot get rid of this habit and start acting as the creator of, rather than a player in, your life. Commit yourself to take full responsibility for your life, even in situations where you don't really believe you are responsible. Taking extra responsibility ensures that you are not overlooking possibilities for growth and change in life and are fully empowering yourself. Taking responsibility never means beating yourself up or blaming yourself. That kind of attitude is likely to be counterproductive and result in self-sabotage, leading you to give up and giving you further excuses not to change and move forward. Taking responsibility is accepting the reality and realizing you have at least some power to change it. Am I responsible for absolutely everything? I know you are thinking, what if something I have absolutely no control over happens to me? What if my husband or wife gets killed in a terrorist attack? I am responsible for that. While you are not responsible for this event, you are responsible for the way you choose to react to it. You can find meaning from the tragedy and move forward with your life, or you can live in the past, thinking all day long about ways to track the terrorists down and take your revenge. Revenge is a current theme of many movies and is appealing for a lot of people. However, revenge is an ego game, and without a doubt, one of the most destructive behaviors in the world. Revenge is the antithesis of peace of mind and cannot bring fulfillment. Martin Luther King once said, "Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that." Unfortunately, too often our focus is on taking revenge, getting even or being right, rather than on being happy. However, you should realize that in the end, the reason why you forgive people and move on is not because you are an extremely nice and completely selfless person. It is because you understand that it is the only way to be at peace with yourself. Forgiveness is nothing more than a declaration of love to yourself. It is a critical part of the commitment you made to yourself to be happy no matter what. Events that happen to you. The question is, what are you going to do about it? Are you going to let them ruin your life? Or are you going to build strength and meaning out of them? Only you can decide. I invite you to take some time to identify areas of your life where you are giving power away by refusing, consciously or unconsciously, to take full responsibility. Your family or your friends may support you in life, but in the end, you are always alone. The reality is that nobody is coming to save you. Nobody can get married for you and die for you. Don't live your life by default. Create your life.